Not yet. Welcome back to Big Time Ninja. We are here for the 11U division. It's been a fun day of Ninja versus Ninja. Let's get right down to the floor where Skylar Eggert and Nora Ditmars are waiting on the starting line.
Both of these ladies have been training for quite a while. Skylar and Nora both train at Ultimate Ninjas Naperville. And then I know Skylar is on the elite team here at Big Time. Nora's on the elite team at Naperville with me. Super exciting. Both making their way through the steps now. Both through the ring. Skylar just a little bit quicker to these boards. Making their way through the boards. If you watch the earlier waves, they only had one board. This wave has two boards that they have to work through. Nora dismounting just a little bit early. Skylar had a little fall there. Onto the shower bars. Bigger gap here for them on that third shower bar. Skylar working on getting her swing straight. There she goes, lining it up. Oh, just barely misses. Across these stones, coming around to the trapeze. Big trapeze swings here. To a second trapeze bar to the ring. The shower bar and to the buzzer. Dismount there is the pit pillow. Skylar making her way, also hitting the buzzer.
Nice job, both competitors.
Definitely a longer course here than we've seen from the other two courses earlier today. A few more obstacles added in. Difficulty level definitely up a little bit higher. All right, we have Millie and Navi making their way through. Millie taking off just a little bit faster. Navi trying to make up some time. Navi making her way through the rings, trying to catch up just a little bit. Millie jumping out to the boards. Trying to keep that swing. Really pushing through, taking minimal swings on those boards for Millie. Into the shower bars. Big gap here. Very efficient through the obstacles. Onto the balance. Navi also making her way through the shower bars, through that gap. Millie on the trapeze bars, building her swing. Big reach out to the ring, to the shower bars, pull back, and to the buzzer. Millie really efficient out there on those obstacles. Here's Navi coming through on the trapeze bar. She should be reaching for it right here. Come on, Navi. Just a little more hesitant, but she's just getting the feel for the course. Once you get that first run in, it's easier to work through some of those obstacles. And there goes Navi finishing on a nice hug at the buzzers. So sweet.
Next up, Everett Young, Libby Peretta. Big race here between good friends.
Training partners, for sure. They are always training together, pushing each other, doing speed, setting up their own speed courses. So they will definitely push each other to have great seed times. I just want them to stay nice and clean. No fails is what I would like to see here.
Everett just a little bit ahead right now.
One jump. No backswing on that first board for Evie. Libby building up the swing and just skipping that second board. Both of them on the shower bars now. Libby just a little bit behind into the balance. Evie onto the trapeze bars. Reaching out. One pull back and go to the buzzer. Libby skipping quite a few obstacles out there, trying to make up some time. Great run for both ladies.
On to the next race. Parker Broderick, Madeline Robin. Parker in the red lane, Madeline in the blue lane. Parker wearing both athletes wearing the elite team shirts.
North Shore. I've seen both ladies at local competitions. Oh, just trying to remember the course here. It's okay. It's their first time through. It's going
That's
to take a
fine on the
little bit of
seating
time.
round.
Going to take a little bit of time to get used to the layout of the course, especially when you're trying to move fast. But usually once they get that one run in, definitely helps for later runs to remember. Parker on that first board, trying to keep that momentum
Madeline
forward.
coming back here a little bit.
Parker dismounts first. Madeline right behind her. Definitely pushing each other out here. Oh, it's really important to keep that swing side to side on those shower bars. When you get circular on that gap, it just makes it really tough to make your way through. Parker first jumping up to the trapeze bars. Both girls trying to build up their swing. Looking pretty similar right now. Parker went for it, reaching out to that ring, to the shower bar, and the finish. Parker just a little bit ahead. Madeline finishing it up. Nice job. High five between those two girls. Sabine.
Up next, Sabine and
Um,
Emery Clausen.
I'm not sure if Sabine is here. She wasn't here earlier. We saw her brother Kellen run.
Two more runs for the girls division. Looks like Sabine may not be here, so Michaela coming up to the starting line.
Which is, it works out a little bit because I think we did have uneven numbers. So now Michaela will have someone to run with, which will be nice.
Yeah, so I think it'll be Emery in the red lane, Michaela in the blue lane. And here we go.
Emery jumped right out to the ring. Michaela taking a little bit of a slower approach. I told her to have a nice clean run. Michaela's on my Ultimate Ninjas Elite team. Emery ahead just by a few moves, making her way to the board. Not
Emery
taking
looked
very much
really
time.
nice on
That was
those
good.
boards right there. Super
Yeah.
efficient, really smooth.
Emery is really moving fast out there, which is good because it's going to push Michaela in her time. Emery already onto the trapeze bars, reaching out. Great run by Emery. Michaela finishing up on the trapeze bars, building her swing. Making your way to the shower bar. All she has to do is finish that pit pillow, pull back and go. Nice to the buzzer.
All right. Onto the starting line, Andon Reed, James Freitag. Here we go. Andon right out to the middle ring, and he's out of there.
Andon is trained by coaches Sam and Phil and Tyler, all speed demons. James trains here at Big Time Ninja.
Not quite as speed demons. Chris DeGangi, one of his coaches. Not as fast as Tyler or Phil. That's okay, though. Come on, James. He's looking good, getting a little squirrely. Andon is out of there.
Andon with a quick pop off of that second board. I wasn't sure if he was going to skip it or just kind of pop through. Andon, oh, just a slight fall in the shower bars. I think he was just rushing a tiny bit.
Both of the competitors take falls there. Neck and neck right now. Who can be efficient? Who's going to commit to the moves?
Andon finishing just a little bit sooner. James comes through and hits that buzzer as well.
Up next, going to be Walker Dominic and Griffin Kremel. Both members of Ultimate Ninja's elite teams. Different elite teams, however.
Yep.
Walker rocking the Libertyville elite team shirt. Griffin, the Naperville shirt.
Griffin's new to my team. He's been on it since only last session in the fall, but he's been crushing it. Walker has been doing Ninja for quite some time now. I've seen him at a lot of competitions over the years. A little bit more experienced, but Griffin is fast as well. Walker is in the red lane, Griffin in the blue.
Griffin's been training Ninja for about 4 years.
Yep, he's been training for a while, but just recently made the team. Been working really hard. Walker out a little bit quicker. Onto the rings. Popping through those rings, getting off of them quickly. Griffin using the same technique.
Walker making big moves on the shower bars here. Off angle dismount.
Wow.
Here we go.
Very efficient on those shower bars, able to keep his swing side to side. Griffin still making his way through the boards, dismounting onto the shower bars. Walker through the last shower bar to get to the buzzer. I talked to Griffin earlier about running his own race. That's what he's doing so far. Want a clean race, trying to get into that bracket. Onto the trapeze bar. Efficient kicks here. Hopefully he reaches out, goes on this one. Nice. Reaching out to that ring, one pull back and go, and he's off to the buzzer as well.
Up next, it's going to be Colton Davis and Max Lyons.
Colton coming from Ultimate Ninja St. Louis, Shinobi, and Danger Zone. Trains with the Folsoms and Tyler. Max comes from Ultimate Ninjas Naperville and Big Time. He's on the elite team at Big Time Ninja now. Wow. Both are being very speedy through the steps. Max just locking off through those rings. They are tied, jumping up to the board, working on their efficiency, popping off and dismounting. Both are being really efficient through this course. Colton making his way to that last shower bar. Max pushing it. Awesome.
Oh, just steps back there. He was having such a good run in the seed round. It's so important. He had a really good run there. If he can clean that up just a little bit.
That was really fast for Max, too. I feel like Colton really pushed him and made him go for things that I really liked seeing him attempt. And he got all of them to that very last little step back on that dismount. But it's just a seed round. You know, he had a really fast time. And so if he just cleans that up for the bracket, I feel like he'll still be in really good shape. Fast time for Colton, though.
Up next in the alternate color shirts, we got Logan and Kieran. Logan in the red lane with the blue shirt, Kieran in the blue lane with the red shirt. Here we go.
I know that Kieran trains at Ultimate Ninja's Libertyville. He's on the elite team there. He's typically pretty speedy in local competitions.
Logan's only been training for a few months. One of my students here at Big
Oh,
Time.
awesome.
Been coaching him for a little while. First competition ever today. Let's
I feel like a
see.
speed comp is a good one to try out as your first competition. Definitely
Yeah, I'm excited to see Logan out there. First competition.
Aiden popping through those rings.
This is a good one, but also a little bit different. It's always tough to be head-to-head against somebody else on the course, but
Definitely. Kieran doing a good job about keeping his swing side to side on those shower bars. Pretty quick dismount. Through balance really efficiently and into the trapeze bars. Logan now making his way into the shower bars himself. Kieran off and hitting the buzzer. Logan making his way through that gap. Oh, so close. One more obstacle to go for Logan.
Logan working that trapeze swing.
It gets tough when you get to the end of that course, you get tired. It's hard to build up that swing sometimes.
Almost had it. There we go, Logan. Well, he has not been training very long, especially compared to the field of athletes, and I got to say his trapeze swing is looking pretty good.
Yeah, it was good form. It's just hard when you get to the end. You're tired because you're trying to go so fast. So it gets you a little bit tired. It's hard with that core, but impressive first run out of Logan for his first competition.
Yeah, first comp ever. Wanted to get out here, wanted to try it, see what it was all about.
Looks like Aaron Clark is up. Unfortunately, with the odd numbers, he's going to have to be running the seed round by himself, but hopefully that takes off a little bit of pressure. He can just run his own race. He comes from Obstacle Academy, so pretty familiar with quick courses, I'm assuming, with Hunter as their coach. Obstacle Academy ninjas tend to be pretty flowy, pretty speedy. Aaron's been training for about 3.5 years. And it looks like he's wearing his team shirt out there. Very efficient through the boards. Love seeing that one backswing on that first board and then popping through the second one. I feel like it's probably right now the quickest way we've seen it.
Onto the balance. A little bit tough to see on the ground there, but a couple of balance obstacles they have to run across.
Oh, quick swing. Only one backswing on that first trapeze bar.
Yeah, he wants a good time for the seed round. Nicely done.
Great
and there you
time.
have it. There goes the seed round. Into the double elimination bracket we go. So we'll get the brackets updated and we will get ready to have our next runners take the course.
Just a reminder for those that are just jumping in, haven't been watching earlier today, it's double elimination. So if you lose one race, you go into the comeback bracket. So you're not out of it. until you lose a second race, which makes it, takes a little bit of that pressure off. You can make your way out of that comeback bracket, and so your day is not over if you lose one race.
Got to give a quick shout out to our comrade Ryan Stratus, who is not able to join us today. He's done some commentary on other big time streams. We got some kids playing with flop balls out there. Ryan Stratus, big flop ball advocate.
He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. The kids are out there flopping. You know Strat would be happy about that.
He's really inspired a lot of ninjas with that flop ball. I know we have a few at my gym now that are just hanging out in the back room, and so the kids are always flopping.
I'm out there slicing onions every now and then, you know?
Oh my gosh.
That's just a move. That's just a flop ball move if you've never heard of it. There's plenty of them.
You're so cool.
All right, I believe we're going to start with the girls' bracket, so let's take a look. Parker, Broderick, Madeline, Robin going to be up first.
I believe this is a rematch out of the seeding round. They went up against each other in the seed round as well, so just how it works out based on their time. These two ladies are back up against each other again. North Shore Elite Team members, teammates, I'm sure they train together, support each other. And Madeline dismounting first. Onto the steps. Parker ends up coming back a little bit. Now they're fairly even, both now onto the rings. Dismounting quickly. Really pushing the pace here.
Oh, I think Parker could have gone there. Still gets
Peeked
off
over
of it.
at her teammate. Nice dismount by Parker. I think Madeline might have stepped back on that dismount. Parker just needs to finish the rest of this course clean. Both ladies making their way through the shower bars. Dismounting. Parker onto the trapeze bars first, building her swing. Big launch to that second trapeze bar. Pulling back. Again, she just needs a clear run. Nice job, Parker, on the way to the buzzer. Madeline with a great run as well. Just that one step back on the boards. So again, Madeline's not out. She will be moving on to the comeback bracket, where she'll get her chance to continue racing. And as long as she doesn't lose again, she's still in. If you lose a second time, you are out. And it looks like we have Nora and Skylar, who are up next. Again, a matchup from the seed round. Just how the timing works out, that's how the races kind of lined up in this bracket. So maybe they feel a little bit less nervous racing the same person again. I'm not sure.
Might take a little bit of the nerves off.
Yeah, maybe. Nice fist bump at the starting line. Nora bumping through, dismounting just a little bit sooner. Skylar right behind her. Skylar pushed through the rope. Nora did a pullback, so Skylar took off a little bit ahead of her. Nora's going to have to make up some time here on these rings.
Yeah, in the seed round, I believe.
There we go. Nora keeping her swing pretty efficiently on the boards, making her way to the second one. Skylar still working her way to that second board. Nora on that next shower bar. Wow, Skylar spanning that big gap. Did not let go. Nora dismounting, going through balance. Skylar right there as well. Skylar has now caught up to her. They are neck and neck. I believe Skylar has one fall, though, so if Nora finishes clean, she'll take the race regardless. Nora goes for the move to the shower bar and to the buzzer. Great run out of both ladies. And Nora's there waiting for a high five.
Are we? So next up, it's going to be James Freitag and Logan Coker. This should be a good race. Logan and James heading to the starting line.
James is a fan of Harry Potter. We know that I also am a fan of Harry Potter.
Commentators have to be unbiased, Jesse. We can't root for James just because he likes Harry Potter. I'm sure Logan likes Harry Potter as well. Okay.
Bonus points, though.
Logan going to be in the red lane, James in the blue lane. Here we go. Both athletes dismounting at the same time. They are really stride for stride right now. Onto the rings together. Logan looking over just a little bit. He lands first.
James right behind him, though. Jumping up to the board about at the same time. Both using that kind of bumping technique with their hands. Oh, James went for a reach out for the second board, but unfortunately it's strapped only in the middle, so it's a little too wobbly. You can't grab it with one hand. James trying to figure out his swing here. If he could just straighten it out. Nice
We'll
try.
see if Logan can get this. James has more falls now at this point. Logan's switching his grip a little bit. Not able to do it.
Oh. So I think they're even.
They're even on fails right now, I believe.
So if James can just James can just finish this first. He has more of a swing. Oh. Logan fighting for that swing. He wasn't able to get this last time, but he touches it. I thought he had it this time. I thought he had more of a swing.
I definitely thought he had it there. Unfortunately, not able to come up with it, but that's okay.
So I believe based on fails, James will move on. Logan will go down to the comeback bracket.
As So we're going to go back over to the girls bracket. Looks like Millie Eves and Michaela will be the next race. Looks you're muted.
Michaela making her way through, dismounting Millie and her, both on balance. I think Millie went around the pillar a different way, lost a little bit of time. Both ladies on the trapeze bars. Michaela takes an extra swing. Millie goes for it. Looks like Millie's going to finish first just based on that extra swing. I think if Michaela can take out that swing, that'll really improve her time. I believe that was a much faster time for Michaela that round, so Millie really pushed her speed, which is great. We have Emery and Navi. Emery's been training for 6 years at Shinobi Fitness. Navi has been training for less than a year.
I don't know. She comes off, grabs the truss, is kind of pulled around. I say that's a fail. No, I say I think that's a fail.
I don't think it was that she didn't know where to go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not muted. So going back to the last race, we had to look at the instant replay. Let's see, we're going to pull it up here, but Millie Eves dismounting off the shower bars, pulls the truss a little bit, steps off the course, and so that does count as a fail for the balance. And so Michaela actually going to take that one. So Michaela will advance into the winner's bracket. Millie will go into the comeback bracket. She's not out of it. Up now, Emery and Navi.
Both ladies speeding through the steps and onto the rings. They're fairly neck and neck right now. Wow, both girls bumping through those rings. Wow, Emery very efficient through the boards. Took an extra swing just to guarantee the dismount. Navi still making her way through. Emery really good about controlling her dismount off the shower bars. Very efficient there. Emery already to the trapeze bars. One pullback. One more pullback and dismounting to the buzzer. Navi is close behind. Reaching for that ring right away. Great job, ladies. I mean, Emery was 6 years of ninja experience, Navi with only 1 year. I feel like Navi did a great job trying to keep up with her. Emery just had really, really efficient technique on some of those obstacles that just got her out ahead.
Up next going to be Everett. Everett Young taking on Parker Broderick.
Both ladies on their local elite teams.
Everett out to a quick start, already through the Sonic Curve, going to the rings now. Parker on the steps, trying to make a comeback here. Got a little hung up early, but closing some ground.
Wow, Evie very efficient on the boards. 2 moves and she was through. And onto the shower bars, dismounting quickly. Parker not too far behind on the shower bars, but it's going to be a little tough to catch up here. I just want Evie to make sure she doesn't go too fast and has a clean run. Parker still making her way. Parker on those trapeze bars, building up her swing. No falls for either ladies. Parker hits that buzzer, fist bump at the buzzer. Everett took the win for that one.
Next up is going to be Nora Ditmars, Libby Peretta.
Teammates at Ultimate Ninjas Naperville. They've been training together for quite a while. Libby out to a little bit of an early lead. On her way to the rings. Pulling back. Popping through to the dismount very quick. Nora popping through as well.
Libby right through the unstable bridges very quickly.
Very efficient on those unstable bridges.
Nora looking to catch up here.
Libby onto the trapeze bar. One backswing, reaching out to that trapeze. One pullback. Second pullback and to the buzzer. Nora finishing up her race. She's on the balance. Building up that swing. Into the trapeze bar. Reaching out to that ring. Pull back. Goes right to the buzzer. Libby there waiting for her to give her a high five. saying good job. Up next, we have Griffin and Kieran. Griffin on Ultimate Ninjas Naperville, Kieran on Ultimate Ninjas Libertyville. And they're off. Kieran with a quick dismount into the rope and to the steps. Griffin close behind. Did a little bit of a 360 on the rope.
Both athletes on the rings now. Griffin just still a little bit behind, trying to make a comeback here. Here comes Kieran. Couple of swings, gets the dismount onto the shower bars.
Kieran skips the second board again. I'm pretty sure he did that in the seeded round too. Really builds up that swing and then skips that second board. Kieran onto the trapeze bars now. Griffin just finishing up that big shower bar gap. Kieran building up his swing to the ring. Is he going to skip?
Oh,
Nice.
He links right off of it. That's going to come in handy later.
I'm pretty sure last time he skipped it, so I think he just kind of popped off of it. Griffin finishing up his race onto the trapeze bar, reaching out right away, pulling back on that last shower bar, and finishing his race. Not a lot of falls out here lately, which is good. Not a lot of little mistakes. It's just about who can get through that obstacle, more efficiently, and then how many obstacles they can get through efficiently is really what's deciding the winners right now.
Next up, Walker Dominic, Andon Reed.
Walker dismounting really quickly and not too far behind. Walker one jump out, dismounting off those boards. It's where height does come into play just a little bit. He's really able to move efficiently off those boards. We did have a fall from Andon on the boards, so Walker just needs to finish with a clean run. He's got it regardless. And to the buzzer, Walker is finishing right around 43 seconds. Andon finishing up his last obstacle, working on that trapeze bar, building up his swing. And finishing to hit the buzzer.
Up next, we've got Max Lyons and Aaron Clark.
And they're off. Max was locked off through those first couple of rings, popping through. Both on the steps, getting to those rings
Max was a
pretty
little bit
quickly.
slower on the steps, but he's able to catch up on the rings here. How efficient can he be here on the boards?
Oh, wow, right off. Pushing Aaron to kind of dismount a little bit sooner. Oh, Aaron misses his hand with the shower bar. Max is already off those shower bars through the balance. Max is jumping up to the trapeze bars, building his swing. He's going to have to not take any extra swings if he doesn't want Aaron to catch him. Aaron is really trying hard to catch up, and Max hits the buzzer first. Aaron really lays himself out.
So close.
That was a great run.
Look at Aaron trying to pull through here, trying to get, doesn't even use the shower bar, dives for it.
He almost takes out Max in
Awesome
the meantime.
race.
Aaron knew he had to go for it, so he really laid out. Max was just a little bit too far ahead for him to catch up.
Colton in the red lane, James in the blue lane. James already a win under his belt.
Colton off really quickly. Already onto the rings, bumping through all of the rings, jumping up to the board. Also skips that second board onto the shower bars. Wow, set up his swing so he could launch off that last shower bar right into the platform. Single pullbacks on each one right through to the buzzer. Looks like our timer wasn't working for that one as far as the live stream, so we aren't able to see a time for that, but we'll get that from the coaches to see what Colton's time was. James still finishing up the course here. Building up his swing to get to that trapeze bar. Working really hard. Oh, just misses it. Heads over to the buzzer. Fist bump from Colton. Colton's time was 39.73. Really speedy time out there. That might be the fastest time that I've seen so far. Sometimes I get a little too caught up watching the races and I wasn't looking at the times, but as far as I'm aware, that might be the fastest time.
And now we move to the comeback bracket. Our first matchup is going to be Millie Eves and Skylar Eggert.
Millie actually has a super viral Instagram video of her making the 14-foot warped wall at St. Louis. 4 million, almost 5 million likes on the video. That is wild. Millie jumping out to the board now. One move onto that second board and off. Skylar trying to make her way now. Millie onto the shower bars. One throw off and onto balance. She had a little slip up there before, but cleaned it up now. Onto the trapeze bars. And to the buzzer for Millie. Skylar still working hard out there. Some of those gaps are a little bit big. Really have to have a good swing. Skylar trying to finish strong on this last obstacle. Gets the trapeze bar. Gets the pullback to the shower bar and dismounts to the buzzer. Millie was waiting there for her for the finish to tell her good job.
Now it's going to be Navi versus Madeline.
That was pretty synchronized right there through those rings. Both ladies onto the steps. Navi just a little bit quicker right into the rings. Bumping through here to the dismount.
Yeah, Navi's had a little bit of trouble here with the boards today. But Madeline takes a fall, so now Navi just has to stay clean.
There she goes. Both ladies onto the shower bars now. Dismounting in that little bit of an angled dismount. Unfortunately, Madeline fell again. So Navi again just needs a clean run here.
Nice move there, going from the trapeze bar straight to the ring from Navi.
Oh, Madeline making up time. Navi hits the buzzer. Madeline hits the buzzer. Close race for sure. Unfortunately, just those few falls for Madeline.
Logan Coker, Aaron Clark. Logan in his first competition. Has never competed before. He's only been training Ninja just for a few months. Coming up on a year in the spring.
I mean, it's tough. You have to start somewhere in your competition journey.
Aaron, very experienced. Like you said, he's on the team at Opswell Academy. He's rocking his Opswell Academy jersey.
Sure, he has some great coaches up there. Hunter Gerard, Sam Farr. I think even Jared Boyd coaches a little bit. Logan does seem to be getting faster through the obstacles.
He's definitely getting faster, and he's definitely looking more confident on the boards here.
Aaron quickly through the shower bars, through balance. Looks like he got a little bit wobbly, but I think he saved it. He knows he doesn't have to push it super hard, just needs a nice clean finish right here. And Aaron finishes.
I've been impressed with the way Logan's been improving.
Hasn't been able to get this trapeze bar yet, but it's tough. You get more experience on the course, but you're also a little bit more tired. Kind of a catch-22 out there.
But look at this swing tech. He's bringing his knees up on the backswing, getting his legs up. He's got the trapeze bar, Jesse.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. He's going to get the clear. Yes, dude. He's only been training a couple of months. He was not able to get this in either of his 2 runs. Let's go. Yes, Jesse.
He seems pretty happy with that.
That's huge.
Even though that's the end of the competition for him, at least he got that last obstacle.
He's not one to show a lot of emotion. He's in my class. Always kind of straight-faced, but man, what an improvement from his first run to his last run in his first competition ever to be able to nail the trapeze bars on the last attempt. And I guarantee you we give him one more attempt on the unstable bridges, he would get those too. That is awesome.
And that's really what it's all about. It's not about winning or losing. It's about bettering yourself, improving your runs, competing against yourself, and just trying to get stronger every single time. And that's what Logan did out there.
Looks like we've got Millie Eves and Parker Broderick.
Millie really only taking 2 moves on that first obstacle. Already through the steps and onto the rings. Parker not too far behind. Pretty quick on those steps to try to come back. Millie is really fast on these boards, though, so Parker's going to have to try to cut out some swings to try to catch her. Millie already onto the shower bars. Through the balance. And onto the last obstacle. Pretty efficient through this course here. 1 pullback and off to that buzzer. Parker here on balance, making your way through. Parker building up her swing. Sets herself up to reach out for that ring right away. Pull back and hits the buzzer. Millie there to give her a hug. Millie will be moving on. Unfortunately, that is the end for Parker's competition. But she did a great job out there. Up next, we have Navi and Nora. They are teammates together at Ultimate Ninjas Naperville. They've been training together. Navi just joined the team this past fall, so they've been training together for a few months. Navi off a little bit faster, but Navi forgets. Oh, Navi
she's laughing a little bit. Her and
Navi
Nora
has been running on the blue side, I think, this whole time. Yeah, just restart that one. She's been on the blue side this whole time. I think she forgot. So Navi's been running on the blue side of the course this whole time. This is her first time running on the red, so she accidentally went to Nora's side. We're going to restart that. It was accidental. She took off just a little too fast. That's okay. Accidents happen.
She got off that dismount and man, she just cut right over into the other lane. Get out of here, Nora. This is my lane now.
Good luck catching this rope.
Well, we'll see if she can stay in the same lane this time around.
There we go. On her side. Nora running on her side. Almost fell on that rope just a little bit, but saved herself. Navi already through the rings, bumping through. Nora's going to have to make up some time here.
Camera getting a little crazy here.
Navi off those boards quickly. Nora's going to have to really push herself if she wants to catch up. Chris's camera is not quite cooperating. Navi's on balance, but takes a fall. Oh no, so now Nora just needs to stay clean, I believe. And with that fall, if Nora stays clean, she will take the win and Navi will be done regardless of her time. Oh shoot.
I don't know that Nora's taken any falls yet. I think
No.
she's good. And it's just gonna come down to this buzzer right here. I think Nora takes it.
That was definitely one of the faster runs I've seen Navi do.
And so Nora is gonna take it based on the fall.
It's a bummer how that happens sometimes, but when it is speed runs, you know, that's what you have to look out for are those little tricky falls. And sometimes, you know, speed just takes you out. Up next, we have Griffin and James. Shirts are coordinated to their run lane. Love that. Griffin off just a little bit quicker. Through the rope and to the steps. James not too far behind. Now onto the rope and the steps. Griffin popping through those rings. He's got to keep his efficiency through these boards. Oh, he's got a little bit of a dead hang swing. Keeps looking over at James. Oh, no, and James falls on the board, so now Griffin just needs a clean run. Doesn't really need to worry about his time. He just needs to make sure that he is clean to the end. However, if he has a fall too, then it will come down to time.
Yeah, James took another fall though, so I think Griffin's in the clear at this point.
Gotcha.
With only one obstacle to go.
Nice. Little back slap on the way by. Telling him good job. It is tough, you know, some of these guys are on their third, fourth runs. So by the time you get to the end of your course, if you don't have that endurance built up, it can get a little tiring. Aaron Clark in the blue lane and in Reed in the red lane. Aaron off just a little bit faster through the steps and in trying to make up some time right there. Both onto the rings. Oh, the red pad kind of falls off, but it's a clear because he went onto the red. Aaron quickly through the boards, dismounting a little bit sooner than Andon.
Nice dismount there from Aaron.
Aaron clean through the balance. Andon still trying to make his way.
Big skip there. Aaron's starting to figure it out.
One of the faster times I've seen Aaron put down. Andon finishing up. Nice run.
So next up, Walker and Max. Nope. Looks like we're going back to the women's side. Everett and Michaela stepping up. And it looks like Everett will take the red lane.
Evie and Michaela trained together for quite a few sessions on Ultimate Ninja's Naperville Elite team.
Here we go. Michaela, Evie, both coming out fast here. Oh, and we had a fall
no.
for Michaela. So now Everett just has to stay clean. I don't think she'll push the pace too fast here.
Michaela's still trying to catch up. Michaela does a really good job of trying to adapt to the person that she's running with. They're really fast. They really push her and it improves her speed. But sometimes falls can happen when your speed is, really being ramped up as well. Evie with a time of about 41 seconds. That might be one of the faster times I've seen the ladies put up. And I don't really think she was pushing at 100% since she knew she just had to clear. She might be able to get sub 40.
These times they're just going to start getting faster and faster down the stretch here. 40.99.
I think we will see sub 40 once they're really pushing it as these runs, go along. They're really starting to figure out how to be efficient through each of these obstacles.
Libby and Emery up next.
Libby and Emery are up. Emery is the one with 6 years of experience. Libby has quite a few years under her belt as well. Definitely both really speedy ninjas here. Libby just 2 moves and off those boards. Emery with a save on that dismount. Libby off the shower bars into balance. Right across into those trapeze bar. One back swing is what I'd like to see, right into that ring. Emery trying to close the gap. And Libby to the finish. Unofficial time, 41 seconds for Libby. Only about a half a second behind Evie. Her training
those
partner.
two face each other in the seeding round. It'll be very interesting if they will see each other. I believe they will see each other next when we come back to the women, but we're going to go back to the boys. And check out that side of the bracket. Walker, Dominic, and Max Lyons will be the next to run here in round 3 of the winners bracket. Walker out to the early lead, stumbles a little bit. I don't know that it was a fail, though, because you're allowed to touch that part of the blue floor.
Walker just so fast through those boards. Max not far behind, though. Definitely a powerful ninja. He's got to do some moves to catch up. Walker already on that trapeze bar, reaching out. Walker really efficient.
Yeah, it's going to come down to Walker's stumble if he touched any part of the red, any part of the blue that he wasn't supposed to. The judges are going to talk about it here. They're looking at it right now. I think he's going to be good, Jesse, because I think he touched the part of the blue that you are allowed to touch. You have to go from red pad to red pad. I think he's going to be good. Really all comes down to what the judges said in rules.
All right, judges are walking over. We'll get a final decision here. See what they say.
They may, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look here as Walker comes through the steps. A little bit hard to see, but he's on the backside. Yeah, unfortunately, just don't have the angle that covers it.
So what happened is Walker stepped on a part that we thought was okay, but Coach Joe called the fail. So Max let up a little bit because he thought all he needed to do was get a full clear. Turns out Walker was okay. So now we're going to have to do a rerun because Walker would have won based on time, and now it's not fair because Max thought all he had to do was get a clear run. So that one will have to be a rerun. Because Max didn't know that he needed to kind of speed it up. So just not fair in that way. But it's hard for the coaches. They're making those really quick calls. So Max and Walker will have a rerun, it's looking like. It's okay. We'll give them a little bit of time to rest before we have them do their rerun.
So they're going to have a rerun, but first, we're going to move on with the bracket. Colton Davis, Kieran Lease are going to be up next. Colton looking very good. He's been in the red lane all day. Kieran has been looking very good, and he's been in the blue lane all day. So they're both competing in the lanes that they are comfortable in. The judge is explaining to the crowd what the situation is. Approval from one of our 9U competitors. Yeah, it was tough. He did fall, did trip. He touched a lot of stuff. But that blue section of the floor you were allowed to use. They set it in rules, and so...
Right, as Max listening and hearing him, Coach Joe say that he fell, then, Max's only goal was to finish with a clear and not worry about his time. So you don't know what the outcome would have actually have been, which is why we have to go to the rerun. Happens sometimes. Quick calls out there.
Colton and Kieran getting iced a little bit here. Uh-oh.
Just taking a few minutes here to make sure the bracket is set up correctly. A lot of behind the scenes coding that Chris has to do for this scoring system and for the bracket. But also it gives these athletes a little bit more time to rest. These courses are pretty difficult. 40 to 50 seconds, sometimes a minute to finish each course run. Once you get to that 4th, 5th, 6th course run, it's pretty tiring out there. Kieran and Colton hopefully taking advantage of this rest, visualizing the course.
All right. Let's get back down to it.
Colton and Kieran are up. Kieran in the blue lane, Colton in the red lane. Still in the winner's bracket here. Neither one of these athletes have lost a race just yet. Colton out just a little bit sooner. Making their way through the steps. Into the rings. Colton just a step ahead. Into the shower bars. Colton lining up his swing so he can dismount quickly. Kieran close behind. He's going to have to make some risks here to catch up to Colton. Colton just can't be caught. Super smooth run. 38 seconds. Oh, Kieran to the end for the buzzer. That was a great race out there. Really pushed Kieran. Colton didn't make any mistakes. Very efficient.
37:50.
Great time out of
fast.
Colton. Be the fastest time that I've seen so far for these boys.
Oh, we gotta add them again? No, we don't. Okay.
All right, looks like we have the rerun between Max and Walker. Walker in the blue shirt in the red lane. Max in the red shirt in the blue lane. Turning off right away. Max really popping through with those lock-offs. Walker is so tall and long, he usually straight arms a lot of the obstacles. While Max will be in that lock-off position. Max has got to push it on these boards. Walker with the step back on the boards. So this time, Max really does just have to clear in order to move on. Where Walker is waiting to see if Max is going to have a fall, but Max is just going to try to have a clear run here to the end.
Yeah, Walker knows it, but he's going to have another opportunity.
Oh, no. Walker just a little bit disappointed about that step back. Walker's still in it, though. He is, that was the winner's bracket, so he will go into the comeback bracket and have another chance to fight his way back out of the comeback bracket. Max stays in the winner's bracket. Walking up to the starting line is Michaela and Nora, teammates at Naperville, trained together. We actually, to prep for this competition, we did some Ninja vs. Ninja races this week in practice, and I know that these girls race each other. They really push each other, so I think this is going to be a great race.
Did you also have them work on their secret handshakes? Because they just lit it up on the starting line right now.
That's all them. That's all them. It's that team camaraderie right there. Great sportsmanship between these two ladies. Really positive on our team. Always cheering everybody on. I never have to tell them to be kind or include anybody. They're just always on top of it. Dismounting around the same time. Through the steps quickly for Michaela. Nora just a move or two behind. Michaela trying to get a little quick peek to see where Nora is at. Both off to the boards. Michaela with a big jump out. Looks like she's going to skip that second board. Nora's still working on her swings to get that dismount.
Yeah, Michaela's a little crooked here on the shower bars, though, so an opportunity for Nora to catch up.
Gets the dismount first. Definitely not as efficient as I've seen her go through it. Nora's close behind, but Michaela's already working on those trapeze bars. Oh, Michaela didn't reach out for that ring right away. She's leaving a little bit of an opening here for Nora, and she's starting to catch up. Michaela feels feels Nora coming and makes her way to the buzzer. Oh, hugs for the girls. I'm sure it's hard as a teammate to know that you're knocking your friend out of the competition, but they are great sports about it.
And it's going to be Emery and Millie.
The high five at the starting block between the two ladies. Emery in the red lane, Millie in the blue lane. Taking off. Synchronized dismount here into the rope, through the steps. Quickly for both of them. Again, they are neck and neck, making the same moves. Wow. Oh my gosh, this could not be more synchronized. Millie now pulling ahead just a little bit on the dismount.
Close, Jesse. Oh, this is going to be close.
Emery's going to have to do something a little crazy here in this trapeze if she wants to catch up to Millie.
Millie takes a backswing.
Oh, but so does Emery. Wow. That was a close run.
That was tense, Jesse.
Millie left an opening, but Emery just didn't have the right swing on the ring, so she couldn't reach out to that shower bar. That would have been a nail biter if she was able to grab that shower bar. We might have had another look back at the buzzer to see, but Millie was able to get to the buzzer first. Emery had a great run out there, very fast. Chris, was that a comeback round or a winner's bracket?
That was in the comeback round.
Oh, shoot. So Millie will be moving on. Unfortunately, that's the last time we'll see Emery. Super fast race out there. We have Walker and Griffin. Walker's going to shake off that board, step back, and just have a clean run. Griffin's got to push the pace here. Walker already through to the rings. Big jump out. Taking his time to make sure he has a clean ring dismount, and he is clean off the boards that time. Into the shower bars. Has a nice lineup for that dismount. Making his way through the balance. And he's just got to finish up these trapeze bars. And he's on to the next round in the comeback bracket. He can just finish the dismount, and he does. Great effort from Griffin. It was a hard race out there, but he didn't give up. He's still making his way through. Now onto the balance himself. Onto the last move, and to the buzzer for Griffin. Walker waiting there for him to give him a fist bump. Kieran and Aaron are up next. And they are off. Dismounting at the same time through the rope and the steps. Kieran just a tiny bit slipped up. Aaron just a step ahead. Kieran's going to have to try to save some time on these boards. I know he's been skipping the second one, decides to use it this time, pop off. Aaron making his way through the shower bars, onto that last move, getting to that dismount. Through the balance, this is close.
It's going to be real close, Jesse. We'll see if Kieran has anything. Takes the extra backswing.
And Aaron does not waste any time on that last obstacle and finishes that buzzer. He just skips the shower bars right underneath it when he hit that buzzer.
Michaela and Millie heading to the starting line now.
All smiles and laughing to the starting line, probably trying to get rid of those nerves. Millie in the red lane, Michaela in the blue lane. I think these girls just met today, but they already have a handshake as well. All right, taking off. Both off to the dismount at the same time, through the steps, into the rings. Michaela, I can see, is trying to peek over her shoulder to see where she's at. Jumping out to the boards. Millie just so efficient through those boards.
Michaela also wanted to go off the one swing, but not able to.
Not giving up. She's still trying to catch up, but gets a little squirrely on the dismount. Millie already onto the trapeze bars. Millie just those one pull throughs to hit the buzzer. Man, that was a fast race. Michaela still all smiles, making her way through to the end. Nice job, ladies. And a hug at the finish line. Millie is just so quick through those boards. 2 moves and she is off. She has really fast transitions into the shower bar. She's right up in. Before you know it, 2 moves and she's already making a move to the big gap. So very efficient through the few middle obstacles. Makes it hard to catch up.
Down to our last matchup in the comeback bracket before we head back to the winner's bracket. Whoever wins this matchup is guaranteed a podium spot.
Oh, looks like we had a little bit of a false start there, so we're going to restart that. That is not how we want to determine the podium.
Definitely not. We're going to just restart here.
Yep, happens sometimes when you get those nerves just built up. You want to just go.
So a reset is allowed for the first false start. If he false starts again, though, he will lose a point right off the bat. So got to make sure don't leave early.
All right, clean start that time. The boys are off. Walker just 1 step ahead. Aaron making up some time, it looks like, on the steps. Aaron popping through those rings. Definitely makes up times on the rings. Oh, Aaron with a fall on the boards. Walker just has to have a clean run here now. Aaron's going to keep moving quickly, hoping that Walker makes a fall and he finishes on time, but don't know if that's going to happen. Walker's just got to be clean to that buzzer. Oh, and that does it for Aaron's runs. Super fast out there, Aaron. Just an unfortunate fall on the boards. So
Here
Walker,
we go, Jesse. This is a big one. Everett and Libby. Best friends. They're on the elite teams together. This is a big
together. They come up with speed courses together, challenges. So fill me in, which round is this? Is this it?
This is the semifinals. Neither of these girls have lost yet.
Got it.
Remember, it is double elimination, so this is the semifinals. You lose here, you still are in the bracket.
So the one that loses here will go against Millie, if I'm correct.
Yep.
It's going to be a fast race, I know it. They're probably both going to put up super fast times.
Well, they raced each other in the seeding round. Everett just had the edge in that one, but it was close.
They're close here. Evie just a step ahead right now. 2 moves and she's off the board. 2 moves, Libby's off the board. They're both making their way through the shower bars.
Oh, Libby wanted to link off of it.
Evie just a step ahead on balance. Libby's going to have to do something in this trapeze lane if she wants to catch Evie out there. I don't know if she's going to be able to make it. And Evie with the finish. Both ladies sub 40 seconds, I believe.
Tight race. Everett takes it.
All right, so only a second separated those girls. 37 seconds for Evie, 38 seconds for Libby. A personal best for both of them on this course. So it just shows how much they are really pushing each other. So Libby's not out of it. Libby will be racing Millie, and then the winner of that race will go back and race Evie. But then Evie will have to lose twice in order to not win. So that's going to be a tough one. All right, we have Colton and Max. Both boys out quickly. Into the rings around the same time. Dismounting around the same time. Colton just a little bit ahead. Max having to take a backswing. Colton already into the
links
shower
all
bars.
the way through the bars.
That was very efficient through those shower bars for Colton. Wow. 33 seconds is what I saw for Colton. Max still putting up a really fast time here. Finishing to the buzzer. So now Max isn't out of it. Max is going to be racing Walker.
So we got a rematch between Max and Walker. Colton Davis will await his opponent.
Colton's official time was 31:64. Definitely the fastest time of the day. He keeps getting faster and faster each time. So now we're going to give these athletes a little bit of a rest. That way they don't have to turn around and race so quickly without being able to fully recharge. So only 2 races left, or 2 to 3 races left for each gender.
We've got 4 races total.
Unless.
2 in the comeback bracket, and then 2 in the winners bracket. But remember, those winners would have to lose twice.
Yep.
So a minimum of 4, a maximum of 6 races to go. And we will see. It's been close. Athletes just getting a little more rest before they step onto the course again. It'll be Libby and Millie, and it will be Max and Walker. All of these athletes so far guaranteed to be on the podium. They'll be in the top 3 no matter what.
It's just where in the top 3.
Where in the top 3? What color is your big time keychain? That's the big question on everyone's mind. What does the certificate say? Here's a little glance, little sneak peek. That is the coveted prize for these ninjas here today. They're looking for that gold first place keychain. Ethan Swanson breaking our camera.
Just need a little battery switch here. Chris blaming it on Ethan breaking the camera. All right, looks like Millie and Libby are making their way to the starting platform.
Yeah, I think we're going to get things underway here in the comeback bracket.
Nerve-wracking race here. Millie's been working her way through the comeback bracket. Libby's first time. I'm sure the nerves are a little bit high. You know that if you lose this one, you are not going to be in the championship race. Both ladies have been putting up really fast times. Just really looking to see a clean run out of both these ladies. You want to see it come down to time, not fails.
And they are move for move, stride for stride, ring for ring right now. Taking different approaches on the boards. Libby's out first.
Oh. Libby just a step ahead, barely off on the dismount.
They
at
are
the
neck
same
and
time.
neck. Stride for stride on the trapeze bar.
Oh. They are synchronized right now. Making their way through, they have to run, dive. Oh, I think Millie might have missed the buzzer. Libby did not miss the buzzer as it is knocked over. We will have to watch that replay. I don't know if Millie hit the buzzer when she dove.
She definitely hit the buzzer, Jesse.
Oh, okay, good. Well then, let's see who hit it first. I'm glad she hit it.
And it looks
was
like we had a
so fast.
GoPro outage here, so I'll have to go back to this angle. Libby down first. Gets the hand on the buzzer.
Okay.
It looks like Millie misses the buzzer here. I don't see Millie's hand engage the buzzer. Libby's buzzer definitely moves. She definitely scrapes across the top. Millie looks like she went for the dive, didn't quite get there. And then, yeah, hits it as she gets up, but what a race, Jesse. Are you kidding me?
That was a
Are
close
you
one.
kidding me? That was fantastic.
Super close. Both laying it out there. Libby's buzzer was knocked over. Both girls, I'm pretty sure, were on their bellies. Laying it all out there for the win.
Man, that was a tight race. I mean, they were move for move everywhere on the course.
Yeah, that was awesome. Libby got out ahead just a tiny bit on the shower bars, and then Libby came back. Crazy. All right, now we have Walker and Max. They had their rerun earlier. Walker out, a little bit quicker through the rope. Max on the steps. Max making up some time on the rings. Right there with Walker.
Here we go. Another
Max,
one, Jesse.
The fastest I've seen Max go through those boards. Max coming through. Walker dismounting first. Max is right behind him on the balance. He's going to have to push it.
Gonna have to pull through here.
Walker sees him coming. He's pulling back. He's got to dismount quickly. And he gets it just by a second. Max was trying his best to catch up, just not able to catch Walker on that race.
Man, that was tight. Close race. Those two have had some battles here today. They had to do the rerun earlier. It's fun to watch. Down to the finals, Jesse. This is it. No more comeback bracket. This is going to do it. And if I had to guess, I would guess it'll be Everett in the red lane, Libby in the blue lane, because Everett has been in the red lane all day. She's been unstoppable. This will be the third time that Libby and Everett will be facing each other. First in the seed round, then in the winner's bracket, and now here in the finals. Libby will have to beat Everett twice. It's a tall task, but we will see if she can do it. Then on the boys' side, Colton Davis has been in the red lane all day. He's been dominant so far. Walker Dominic rising up through the comeback bracket, a little bit on the controversial side. We had a little bit of a rerun there, but
he just had that unfortunate fall during his rerun on the boards, but he hasn't done that since. So I think he just cleaned it up, and he's been fine ever since. He's really efficient on his shower bars, but man, Colton has been really efficient on a lot of these obstacles.
Colton linked the shower bars last time.
Yeah.
It was unbelievably impressive.
As they get more comfortable on this course, as you know, the more attempts that they get, the more risks they take. And that's what you've seen Colton do, is really be efficient on those last couple of moves through the course. Just giving these athletes a little bit of rest here. Libby just ran a race about 2 races ago, so wanting to make sure that she's feeling good going into her run. Trying to take these athletes, you know, their rest into consideration here. All right, we see Libby and Evie walking up to the starting line now.
Here we go into the finals.
This is going to be an epic run here. Last time, I believe they were 37 and 38 seconds, so not very much time in between them. They both have to stay clean.
Libby's going to have to go for it. It looked like she could link the shower bars last time, and she chose not to. And she's going to have to sell out here in this one.
Might as well. Nothing left to lose. They are friends, but they are both very competitive as well. I'm excited to watch this race. Both really fast through these steps into the rings. You can tell they are pushing the pace. Evie out quickly through the boards. Libby is going to have to link it here.
She links off it, Jesse!
She's off first through the balance. Let's see who gets to the trapeze mark. Libby's just a second ahead on that pullback. She's going to have to reach, and Evie pulls through, makes a move, and hits the buzzer first. Oh my gosh. Libby got out ahead, and Evie knew she had to sell out on those last few obstacles, and she did. Coach Chris couldn't even keep up with the cameras. It was so fast.
Here we go. Everett coming off. Libby had the lead, but Everett just pulls through. Gets the buzzer. Unbelievable.
Man,
unbelievable.
Libby's shower bar links were so impressive, and that's what got her out ahead. And Evie knew she had to move through those last few obstacles in order to get the win in that race. Very impressive run from both ladies. Evie's run was 33.01 seconds.
Evie! Everett!
So impressive. All right, and it looks like we are going down to an interview with Evie and Chris.
Everett, first of all, nice job. Congratulations. You are our champion on the girls' side, racing against
Chris.
One of your best friends. What was that like?
It was really hard.
Oh, hang on. One
second. You guys
What?
are interviewing, but we cannot see you.
Oh.
All right, we're going to try that again. We are going to go down to Evie and Chris on the floor.
We're going to try this again. Sorry, Everett. So, tell me a little bit, what was it like racing one of your best friends?
It was really hard because she's really fast and we train pretty much the same things. So it was just depending on one move to get there.
Yeah, I mean, the race was so exciting. It was your third matchup of the day. She linked off of the shower bars and went ahead. What were you thinking at that time?
I think I said to myself, like, oh no. And I just, I had to make some type of move to get ahead of her.
Yeah, and you did. On the trapeze, she was a little bit out ahead. Walk me through a little bit about the move that you made. I think it blew all of us away to get in front.
I don't really know what I did. I just kind of, tried. I wanted to underbar the last move, but I didn't want to risk it and fall backwards, so I did, a step under that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed before you guys got into the warm-up area, she was picking on you a little bit. I had to yell at her. Okay, I saw her push you even. Did that play into it? Or you really wanted to beat her because she was messing with you before you even got out here?
I really wanted to beat her, but it was just, I don't know. It was hard.
No, it's awesome. You guys train together all the time. You're at open gym all the time. Congratulations, and congratulations to Libby for taking second place. And yeah, congrats.
Thanks.
See ya.
All right, thanks, Chris. That was a great interview with Evie. Evie a little bit quieter when we're at practices, so it's really good to hear her explain what she's thinking through in those course runs. We don't always get to hear what she's thinking, what's inside of her head. A little bit more shy, on the shy side. So I always love when we get to interview her. All right. Our final race of the day between Walker and Colton. Walker would have to win twice in order to win the championship. Colton just has to win one time.
And here we go. We are good to go.
Very excited to see this race. Walker off quickly. Colton really quick through the steps to make up a little bit of that time. Different techniques on those rings. Got Colton through a little bit quicker, popping through onto the shower bars, linking again. Walker's linking too, not far behind. Both through balance. Colton just a step ahead. He's gonna have to really pop through all these moves. Walker's gonna have to really catch up, and Colton makes it through. Oh, that's tough out there. Some great races. Colton is stoked, giving his dad a hug. I know it's hard to race Ninja versus Ninja head to head. Sometimes those nerves really get to you. So when it's over, it's a bit of a relief. Colton with some super fast times out there. Maybe I can get Colton's final time. Colton's final time was 32.05. Not sure if that was his fastest time of the day, but it was a quick race for sure.
No, I think he had a 31.
All right, we're gonna go down to the floor with Coach Joe and Colton. Colton's still catching his breath.
All right, so Colton, I want to say, first off, congratulations. Making a long trip out here to compete on Ninja vs. Ninja. I'm glad to have you here. So I want to say, man, you were blazing fast out there. The world wants to know, what does a typical Colton speed train look like? Because the kids probably want to know what you're doing so they can move like that too, man. What are you doing, man?
I practice a lot of speed courses in like my basement and other like gyms around me, and I just do like a lot of speed.
Okay, who's your main coach at the gym you train at?
At Shinobi Fitness, Phil Folsom trains me.
Phil Folsom, ladies and gentlemen. That might explain why he's looking like Phil Folsom out there, man. You were killed to do. So also, I want to say, that link you did off the shower bars, like, man, one, that was really impressive. Like, how often, like, what are you doing to give yourself the confidence to make moves like that in competition? Because I seen you make that move every time out there.
I didn't really plan on it. It just kind of happened. Like, I didn't want to link it, but I did somehow, and it paid off.
Didn't want to link it out the shower bar, but he does it anyway. This guy is just built different, man. Well, shout outs to Phil. You're doing a great job out there coaching this guy, as we can see the results right here. Go ahead, celebrate with your family and friends over there. Colton, congratulations on the win. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
11, another champion, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you didn't miss it because, whoo, woo, woo, man.
All right, thank you, Joe and Colton. Congratulations. We are going to set up the podium here and give the awards out to our top 3. They are going to be wanting their keychains and their certificates. We're going to go get that set up for you.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
All right, everybody. So we've got one more race to go. Colton and Everett going to do a fun run here at the end. Both of them winning their respective categories. Decided to do a quick fun run here at the end. Let's get our cameras set into position and let's get these athletes ready. We'll take 1 second to get the graphic pulled up. So it doesn't mean anything, just a fun run. But these two love Ninja, love racing, and just wanted to go head to head. Made sure to ask both of them. Nice. And so here we go, Everett and Colton, both of our girls champion, boys champion, and here we go. This is gonna be a fun one. Are you kidding me? Everett out to a bit of a lead. Colton going for the links here. He's gonna have to make up for some moves. Colton going for it. Nicely done. Nice job, both of our competitors. Fun way to end the day with a little bit of a fun run there. And now we will go down to our podiums. We'll be back.
Yep, yeah. Thank you, Parker. Attention all athletes and spectators! First off, congratulations all athletes. You guys had a lot of runs today. I hope you guys had fun. Give yourselves a round of applause. And now we get to announce our top 3 boys, top 3 girls from the 11U division. Starting in the girls division in 3rd place, Millie Eves. Great job, Millie. And there you go. In 2nd place, Libby Beretta. Libby. Nice job. And in 1st place, Evie Young. There you go. All right, girls, thank you. You guys can jump on down. Great job today. Great job today. And in the boys division, in 3rd place, Max Lyons.
Thank you.
Good job, Max. Awesome job today. Here you go. In second place, Walker Domney. Good job today, dude. Oh, here you go. You grab the top one. Grab the top one. Yep. And in first place, Colton Davis. Good job, Colton. There you go. All right, guys, you can hop on down. Thank you. Great job, guys. Congrats. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming today. We will have 15 minutes of redemption time for athletes only. Athletes from the 11U wave only. Make sure you're being safe. Sorry, buddy.
So that is going to do it. That is going to do it for our last wave. We will be back tomorrow for more races, more Ninja vs. Ninja, 13 adults and elites tomorrow. We will see you guys then. Have a great night.